Well, I did not plan on filming my video this week from my car filled with boxes and stuff for UPS, but here I am. It was the only quiet place that I could find. This week, I am thinking about the month of February. In February, I have chosen for my intention, the intention of belonging. And I want to invite you to belong with me. Now, I have to admit that there have been a bunch of times this past week that I have really wished that I had picked something else besides belonging. Because even the word just brings up, oh man, it brings up memories and feelings and times that I have not had a sense of belonging. And to be honest, even right now, I am fighting with feelings of not belonging. When I think back through my life, I've never been a girlfriendy girl, if you know what I'm talking about. The kind who always, feels comfortable going shopping with and chatting on the phone and doing makeovers and, pedicures together. I just have never been that kind of girl. And I've always kind of looked longingly at those that do have that in their lives. I don't currently fit into groups that I have belonged to in the past. I think that when I was raising children, it was easier to feel like I belonged to, a PTA board or a hockey mom group, choir booster club, those kinds of things that you just sort of naturally fell into because there were kids and activities. And for me, in midlife and as an empty nester, all of that is gone. It's over. It's not part of my life anymore. And I've changed churches, and I am not part of groups that I've been in the past. So the intention for the month of February is belonging, and maybe you, like me, have lots of feelings of not belonging when you hear that word. I get it. I understand. That is me too. But I've been thinking about how to cultivate a sense of belonging, even if you don't have a tight-knit group or a family or people close by or an interest group. How can we cultivate a feeling of belonging in our lives? And I think that if you're at the stage in life that I'm at, this is really important. It's just easy to start to feel kind of lonely. Or maybe those lonely feelings that have been there, they bubble up. And today I want to just encourage you that belonging isn't about being invited into a group, but it's about being able to stand firm in who you are and know who you are and belong to yourself. I know that sounds kind of weird and kind of woo-woo, but it's taken me many, many years to even really say those words, because it just sounds kind of weird and, I don't know, new agey or something. But I can think of so many examples that I have waited for an invitation to join a group, or I have felt like I was on the outside looking in. And as I look back on that, I realize that I could have been in the whole time. I didn't have to wait on someone else's approval to be part of something. I don't know why I've been thinking about this story, and I don't know how this really relates to the idea of belonging, but I remember when I was in, I think, second or third grade, and I had begged and begged and begged to be in Girl Scouts. It's the year that you moved up from brownies to Girl Scouts, and this was, back in the 70s. And my mother finally relented, and my best friend she had been in brownies and she was moving up to Girl Scouts. And so we went to a thrift store because, I was a missionary kid, a pastor's kid, and money was tight. And anyway, found a cute little Girl Scouts outfit. And the very first day of Girl Scouts, the troop met after school, and I showed up in my new to me uniform. And little did I know that that was the year that the Girl Scouts had changed their uniforms. And they had these modern mixy-matchy shirts, skirts, shorts, pants, and all the girls were in the new style of uniform. And I was the only girl that was in the old-timey, the old-fashioned uniform. And it was one of those moments when I wanted to belong in the worst way, but I knew that new style of Girl Scout uniform was not going to be something that I would ever have. And I'm pretty sure I lasted all of one or two meetings before I found a way to get out of the club that I had so wanted to be part of. And I look back now, to my third grade self, and I wish I had just said, I wish I could tell her, you don't need a new uniform to be part of the group. You have everything that it takes. You have the interest, you have the desire, you want to get those badges, you wanted to be part of learning new things and all the things that scouting. But I let something stop me, something that is kind of superficial but seemed like a big deal. And it makes me think about things that I want to be a part of now in my life that maybe I'm letting superficial reasons keep me from really plunging in and stepping in and being part of something that's bigger than myself. And maybe you can relate to that too. I don't know. But as we're thinking about belonging as an intention, one of the 12 intentions that I've chosen for the year, I want to invite you, if you don't feel like you have a space to belong, that I want to invite you to be part of my little world here on YouTube. I had hoped to have something a little fancier for you. This is my third week of posting, and here I am in the car with a bunch of boxes and holding my phone in my hand. But I feel like I just want to invite you to belong to me and belong to my little midlife gold group of women who are searching for purpose and meaning and belonging in this time of life. This is not an easy time necessarily to make new friends or go out and do new things. And maybe this is just enough of a step to be part of a circle. So I invite you, and I would love to see you in the comments, and just if you want to just wave to me and say, hey, hi, I'm subscribing and I want to belong to your little to your little video group, I would love that. Let me know where you are from, and I will of course reply and welcome you in. If you're interested in journaling, I created a little journal to go along with my monthly intentions. I have been a journaler on and off throughout my whole life, and this year I'm doing something a little bit differently. I'm following along with the monthly intentions. I'm asking myself questions, and I'm going to allow my journaling to be a part of that intentional living. You can find them on Amazon, super super cheap, or you know what? You don't even have to order my my little journal. Feel free to just grab a little spiral notebook or something and follow along. But jot down, what does it mean? What does it feel like to you to think about belonging? Can you belong to yourself in a world that seems kind of crazy and chaotic, and like there's all kinds of groups of other people, and you know, can you just belong to who you are? I'm going to write down some feelings that word has brought up for me, and I'm going to be thinking about it a lot this year. I'm sorry, this month of February, and coming up with some ideas and some prompts for you to help create and foster a sense of belonging in your own life as well. As a woman in midlife, this is where I am, and I feel like if you have found my little channels, if you found my little spot in the world, we probably have a lot in common. So have a great week. Our intention is belonging, and I invite you to belong to me. I look forward to getting to know you in the comments, and feel free to email me. And let's just see where it goes.